Hi everybody, this is Kevin Purcell for Notebooks.com, and tonight I'm outside my house. You can tell because that car just went by, and what we're doing is we are stargazing. I don't want to make you sick, but let me quickly pan up and show you. There's the moon and a star here and there. It's sort of a hazy night, so we can't see a whole lot, but I've got my iPad that will help us to find some of these star formations and constellations and celestial bodies, that sort of thing. You open up Star Walk, which is the iPad app of the week. Let me make sure that it's on all the way. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. Can you hear that music? That is, of course, the nice spacey kind of music that playing here. I'm having to handhold this, so I hope I don't make you too sick. I usually keep my camera on a tripod. This is what it looks like when you open up the video or the app. It gives you information about the sun, when it rises, how long the day will be when it sets, its current elevation, that kind of thing. It gives you the phases of the moon. It'll show the previous day, today, and the next couple of days. Notice we're coming up on close to a full moon. Gives you the moon rise and set and its elevation. And then over here we see information about these four planets: Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. This button up here, let me show it to you. It will advance the information a whole day each time you tap it. So you can notice that the phases of the moon here is changing. We're going to go back fairly quickly, a little too far, back to today. Now this right down here will remove that. And if you ever want to get back to it, it's right here, and it is the Sky Live button. So that's what that screen is called, Sky Live. Now what you have here is it shows you the constellation Scorpius. You can see Libra, and there's Mars and some other things. The sun, this right here is the horizon, and below it, the horizon is the sun, and the direction is based on the compass that is in the iPad. Now what I'm going to do here is I've got my son Daniel over here, and he's going to help me out by picking up the iPad.
Hey.
And what we're going to do, alright, he's got it lifted up, and you can see it there. There's the moon right above it. Now Daniel, there we go, sort of tilt it, and as he moves it around, based on the compass and the location, you'll notice, move it a little bit slower, Daniel, move it real slow. You'll notice that it's moving as he moves the iPad. And that's pretty cool. Now stop it, come back a little bit. Alright, now right here, you see right up above us, just barely, you can see right in there where my finger is. Can't hardly see there. Is a ever so faint star, the moon over there. And if we look real carefully, here's the moon. Let's wonder if we can identify what that star might be, or what that planet might be, rather. It looks like that might be, could that be Neptune? No, that's no way we can see Neptune that well.
What is the Uranus?
I'm not sure. I'm not real well versed in what stars and that sort of thing are.
Oh, it's part of Jupiter.
But anyway, that's a real interesting app that it shows you the different things. Now, over here, if we go to information, whatever is currently selected, notice that it is going to show that. So that Uranus, however you want to say that, the planet, that shows up, and it's going to give us some information about that. Alright, you got it, Daniel? Still hold it steady. And you scroll, it gives you lots of information, and then it gives you a link down here to Wikipedia. To get rid of it, we go like that. Let's say we want to pick out something else. Let's tap here on the moon, hit the information. Notice it brings up the moon, zooming in real carefully. Give us that information. There we have Pisces. The moon is right there inside of Pisces. And again, it gives us our direction. Down here is the search button, so we can search for things.
Let's find Draco.
Alright.
There it is.
There's Draco, along with the Little Dipper or Ursa Minor. Alright, one thing I wanted to show you I didn't is in the search section, if you notice real closely right down here, there's 4 tabs. We showed you the constellation, alright, but it also will show you the bodies, the celestial bodies in our solar system, the moon, and if it's highlighted, then you should be able to see it in the night sky.
Oh, it's the Neptune.
Alright, so there's quadrantids. I'm not very good at
Isn't that a moon?
that. There's Pluto.
Isn't that a moon or something?
What, Pluto?
No, quadrantids.
No, that's see, it looks like a comet.
Oh, there it is.
Alright. And then we have the Messier. These are information, things that were identified by French astronomer. His last name is Messier. I want to say Charles or Frank. I'm not sure which one. I can't remember. And then these are stars. And again, if they're highlighted, then you should be able to see them in the night sky. So tap on one and there you can find it. So I just wanted to show you that, those 4 tabs there, things that you can search for. And then over here we had, again, this screen here where we got back to the original opening screen, the Sky Live. The picture of the day will give you a picture of today, and you can all scroll through those and show you again. It'll allow you to keep bookmarks. It'll find your location. Now this is kind of cool. It zooms out from the planet and shows your current location. You can see we're right near Hickory, North Carolina. It gets that based on, I believe, based on your Wi-Fi signal, because this is a Wi-Fi only iPad. I'm going to zoom in real close here. You notice here it shows you the constellation that's currently highlighted. I just noticed that just now, in fact. So it goes back here, and we see Draco and Ursa Minor there. I think that's kind of a neat feature. The settings, there's not a whole lot to it. Turns off the constellation, so all you see are stars. This will turn off the sound effects. That one turns off the music. That one affects the brightness. If I can get it to work. And that one puts it in night mode, so it's a little bit easier to see the stars instead of your bright iPad. Now up here, let's go back into regular mode. Up here in the corner, there's a button, the timeline button, and shows the timeline. And if you scroll along it, then it will move the sky based on the rotation of what it would look like as it goes through the night, changing the time. You can see the time changes there. And of course you can just let it go and it does it by itself for a little while. Alright, with the help of my son, I'm going to show you another feature of this. You tap on an item, and then by pinching, you can either zoom in or out. We tried it earlier and it didn't quite work. You have to have the item selected, I think. But you tap on that, and it'll zoom in and show it to you.
It looks like a black hole.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It is pretty neat. The Starry Night's a really great app. I really like it. It can be a little difficult to get it to maneuver and move when you're turning around with it. You have to rotate it into portrait mode and then landscape mode sometimes to get it to wake up and begin moving with you. If you are an advanced stargazer, I think this would be very helpful. But for someone like me, you know, it's just kind of an interesting app to take out on a clear night and check out what you can currently see. I really like the app. I think it's worth the $5. I think that's the price of it in the App Store. It'll be on the review, the written review. But I think it's a valuable app to get if you like stars, if you're interested in it, or you're taking an astronomy class, something like that. This has been Kevin Purcell with my son Daniel for Notebooks.com with the iPad app of the week. Thanks for watching.